What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. As you saw from the title and the thumbnail of the video, today's video is all about the catch can setup on my Mk1 Audi TT. Now, anybody who's been on this channel previously knows that I've had a catch can installed for quite some time. Most basic PCV delete and catch can setup you can put on the car, but I'm making this video because I think, number one, it's a highly searched topic on YouTube that people are always curious about. How do you install a catch can on a 1.8T? But also because I made some recent updates to my setup, so I figured this was a good time, maybe create a diagram, show you guys what the deal is, how to do it. Unfortunately, I don't have me deleting my original PCV on camera, but you can find a video on PCV delete anywhere. Before we get into the video, I also want to discuss I've got some big things coming up, doing the whole timing job on the car. I'm not going to be doing that on video. I'm just going to be paying to get it done. I also have some new parts to show you guys. I've got a brand new wideband ECU, so we're going to be doing a wideband conversion on this car. Owner wants me to put a wideband sensor on with a wideband ECU. That's something I'm definitely going to document. I'm definitely going to be putting on the channel, so if that's something you're interested in, coming down the pipeline. All right, took me a little bit, but we got this whole thing mocked up. All right, now I'm no artist, I'm no schematics expert. This is the best I could do with a reasonable amount of time. All right, start here by this big square right here. All right, this is your 1.8T engine. This is a transverse 1.8T engine. This is from the view of like you just popped your hood, right? We got the top and bottom end separated. The top end, you have your intake manifold. On the bottom end, you have your oil filter housing with your PCV elbow. Up here behind the engine, you have your turbo and then your intake pipe. Some of the things you're going to need is you're going to need 2 of these 3/4 inch PCVTs. You're going to need about 4 to 5 feet of 3/4 inch PCV hose. You're going to need a hockey puck, a 1.8T hockey puck. You're going to need a baffled catch can with a 3/4 inch inlet and outlet. And you're going to need the 1.8T PCV check valve. You're going to want to probably start by installing a new PCV elbow, attaching some heater hose to it, running it to the top of the motor, running a T off to this bung that's on the head, running that T to the inlet of the catch can. Then on the outlet of the catch can, you're going to run some heater hose to another T. Now one end of that T is going to go to a PCV check valve that ends up on the intake manifold. The other end of that goes to a hockey puck valve, which then leads to a port on the intake. This may be a lot to take in, but I'm going to show you what my car is like, and hopefully it's a little bit easier to take in. This diagram should help you while you're on the install trying to figure out where things go. Alright, what we're looking at here is the new parts that I'm putting in the engine bay. So this would be that gray section of the diagram. But basically this is the T that's going in between the hockey puck valve and the catch can, the heater hose, the vacuum hose, the T right here. This green and black thing that I'm picking up on video now, this is a one-way check valve. So this is basically what I'm installing. Here we have the whole thing put together. Right here in the middle, that's the one-way check valve. And now we're in the engine bay of the car. So now I'm reviewing the catch can setup. That's the hockey puck valve right here that goes down into the turbo intake pipe or the tip. The hockey puck valve goes up to the catch can. Catch can goes to a T that goes into the head of the engine, and then another off the other end of the T, the PCV hose goes down to the PCV elbow down there that's on the oil filter housing. Kind of hard to see. I'm trying to get a good shot on the video here for you guys. So basically what I'm showing here first is how my catch can setup has been the whole time. This is the more basic setup, but we're going to be updating it here now. And this here again is the new part of the hose. I'm going to be teeing in again in between the hockey puck and the outlet of the catch can. I'm going to be teeing in there, running the hose down to that bung right there on the bottom of the intake manifold. With the basic setup I had before, I just had that blocked off with a cap, but now we're gonna have a hose running. So yep, now we're just cutting it here in the middle so we can put our T into that hose, making some space. Plumbing that all up at the top. tightening down the hose clamps. And I'm pretty sure here I give a quick explanation of the update. Okay, so this is also a one-way valve. It's a bigger one than this little one right here. So basically, it only sucks air through this when it's making positive pressure. So when I'm at idle and it's not sucking in air through the turbo, everything's basically like, this is stuck. So everything that's coming out from down here can't come through right here, so it gets all clogged up and it puts it back into the head, which is not what you want. So what I'm doing now is giving it an escape route, giving it a one-way valve that sucks that way, that's being pulled by the intake manifold at idle. Make sense? But both this valve and that one would be open under throttle as well. Hell yeah, brother. All right, here I'm just showing the other end of that, you know, new hose, just plumbed up to the bottom of the intake manifold. Just putting in my my dipstick back in place. Hammer it down a little bit with the end of a screwdriver just to make sure it's on good. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. So you can see the setup here from the top. It looks overwhelming, but it's really not. Before I sign off in this video, I just wanted to show you guys some of the parts that I have that's going to be going on the car. These aren't going to be on video again because I'm just going to get these professionally installed. This whole box is the timing belt kit. Here we have our Continental timing belt. In this red box we have our cam chain tensioner. This yellow Euro parts box is our timing belt tensioner damper. This is the timing belt roller. Here is the actual cam chain. And then here we have our HEPU metal water pump upgrade. So that is our new timing kit. Now what's in this box is very special. Now, to start off, we have these two OBD2 cables. One of them is a ECU write cable, the other one is a ECU read cable basically. We got some diagrams in here and some pin connectors. I have some custom wiring to do, but this is basically the wiring harness for the wideband O2 sensor. So this needs to be wired into the wiring harness of the car to plug into our new wideband ECU. Yep, so this is our wideband ECU. This is off a, I believe a 2004 Audi TT 225 with a BEA engine. So this is a wideband VVT ECU. So I'm gonna have to get this tuned. It does have the immobilizer deleted. My car isn't VVT, so I'm gonna have to get the VVT tuned out, but keep the wideband in. Put this away. This was pretty expensive, but you guys will be seeing this again because this is probably coming up very soon. One of my videos coming up here is gonna be the wideband conversion and tune. Now in this box is just some miscellaneous stuff. You've seen this before, but this is my Cytec fuel pump. This is a 4-bar fuel pressure regulator. In here we have the oil pickup tube. This is another video coming up very soon. I'm going to be pulling the oil pan and doing that job. Fuel filter, some new strut stops. This is a turbo gasket. This is the battery fuse box. This is a window regulator. A little preview of what's to come. Yeah, but I mean, that's pretty much the video. Got nothing else to show for you guys this week. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Let me know what you think in the comments. The PCV catch can delete is heavily debated in the forums. I'm interested to see what people have to say about this current revision. It actually came from recommendation in the comments. So yeah, leave a comment what you think. It might help me out. This is a learning journey. You know, I'm learning just like a lot of you guys are here to learn about, you know, these types of cars. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Leave a like, a comment, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time.